Hey everyone, we all know that fate can bring people together in beautiful ways that are hard to believe, even in stories. We don't know if it's fate or just luck that makes two lonely people meet. But soon enough, the whole picture will be clear and no one will be able to stop anything. This is exactly how you can describe what happened to this girl called Emmy Abrahamson. Before we start, welcome back to our channel where you can learn about really interesting stories with valuable lessons. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button to stay updated to our new videos. Emmy was born in a rich family in her homeland in Sweden. After being done with school, she went to London and graduated from university there. She managed to work as an actress in Amsterdam and she became a director and an art director of a theater in Vienna only at the age of 29. Her life seemed perfect except one little detail. Emmy felt lonely most of the time because of her work, tours, and business trips. She never had the time to find her other half, and while her friends got married and had children, Emmy went through the dark nights alone. She noticed that a lot of men get attracted to her, but she never really found the one that caught her attention. Emmy was a successful 29-year-old girl, and she had her birthday coming, yet for some reason she felt unhappy. So she decided to forget about these sad thoughts and she planned a little vacation for herself to go to Amsterdam. After a really long day, she sat on a bench and kept waiting for her friend to spend the night with. She saw people walking holding hands, and somewhere deep inside she felt envy. She was sad that she didn't have anyone to hold hands with or share all the moments with. At that exact moment, Emmy closed her eyes and made a wish. Her birthday was coming anyway, so who knows if her wish may come true. She felt so calm until a poor fellow suddenly popped. Emmy noticed this homeless man getting close, and she would usually run away in such a situation. But her fear this time froze her as the homeless man was getting even to her. She looked at his face and he turned out to be a young man, which was hard to tell at first because his face was covered with a beard. He didn't smell very nice as she managed to smell him from a mile away. Once he got close enough, he looked at her face and asked for the time. Emmy got confused because she noticed that there was a big clock right across the road, but she answered him right away and said 4:30. As Emmy explained later, the situation was unexplainable. I never had such an experience. I tend to avoid them all the time, but that day, I don't know what happened. Emmy felt that the guy's confidence was pretty high and probably because the social difference between them. So he continued talking with her, and because her friend didn't arrive yet, she decided to talk to him for a while. They started talking and she actually felt that it was easy to communicate with him. It was odd, but she felt really comfortable. The homeless man was looking straight into Emmy's eyes, and the conversation lasted for about 10 minutes until her friend suddenly appeared. People who were passing by kept looking at them before he left. The homeless man was called Vic Korchula, and before he left, he jokingly made an appointment at the same spot 5 days later. She found his confidence to be amazing and astounding. Emmy thought that she would forget about the appointed day and that he would probably also not be there. But during the next week, he was up in her mind and she couldn't stop thinking about him. Therefore, she went near the place and kept looking from a distance in order to see if he would still go there. And what do you know? He was already sitting there and waiting for her. She went to him and they started talking about their lives. Emmy explained the situation with a smile and said, the homeless man was prepared and he even cleaned himself, but his hands and nails were awfully dirty. He came with a little bike and he was grabbing a suitcase, which I personally thought was only for crazy people. Then I discovered that he kept his sleeping bag and a can of beer inside it. Vic told her that he was traveling to Europe, but the money ran out fairly quickly and things went south. He came all the way from the USA and he grew up without parents. Whenever Vic had a few dollars, he would just spend them on alcohol and he was aware that it's a bad habit. So he eventually ended up homeless in the street. Moreover, he had lived in the park for about a year and a half. Emmy knew that he was just an alcoholic homeless person, but she knew that something inside him changed when he met her. Since the day Vic met Emmy, he didn't drink alcohol again. They kept talking for a long time that day. Vic had an amazing sense of humor and the girl felt very happy with it. At the end of the evening, Emmy told him that she was going back to Vienna the next day. She was not sure if they would ever meet again, so she left him her number and left to Vienna. She couldn't take him out of her mind, a kind of holiday romance, but oh well, he's in Amsterdam really far from her. On her birthday, the telephone started ringing and she picked it up expecting that it was another person wishing her happy birthday. But instead, she heard a voice that was similar to Vic's. Her heart started pounding so fast at that moment. Vic said, "Hi, I still remember that it's your birthday, so I wanted to personally wish you a happy one." She didn't expect anything more than words of congratulations, but unexpectedly, Vic told her that he wants to visit her. Emmy got shocked because she knew that he managed to actually travel and that he's nearby. He told her that he used a train and that he was supposed to arrive 2 days earlier, but he was arrested by the police for stealing a chicken in a store. The girl kept that day in her mind her entire life, because since then, Vic and her have been together. He stayed at her house and he started looking for a job straight after their first meeting. In only a month, Vic changed so much that no one could see that he's a homeless person. His new character was way different from that drunk, alcoholic person. Emmy and Vic got married in only 2 years. At first, Vic worked as an electrician, and in 6 years, they had twins. After having kids, he felt that he needed to work even harder because he had more responsibilities on his hands. So he started a repair company. 15 years have passed since Emmy and Vic have met, and they are doing really well. The children know how their parents got together, yet they are not aware of every detail. They find it hilarious that their dad used to sleep in a park. Subsequently, Emmy wrote the book How to Fall in Love with a Man Who Lives in a Bush. After all, that's where she actually found her happiness. They both appeared on the British channel and were interviewed about the book and their story. As Emmy said, "I have never regretted coming back to that meeting. I mean, we've never even argued about anything. He's a great husband." This story shows us that each of us has their own unique love story. We are in a way linked with our partners by fate, and this story is the best proof of this. That's it for today. Tell us your opinion about this story down in the comments section. That's it for today, friends. Like this video and share it with your friends if you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more wonderful stories coming your way on a regular basis. See you in the next video.